Mic check. Good morning, y'all. Appreciate the viewers that just stopped in. We're gonna get going here. Just a couple of minutes. Appreciate you, Elite Pack. Thanks for joining. Let me make sure I followed you here, Elite Pack. Also, while we're in here, there you go, man. There's a follower for you. Appreciate you. We'll go when the countdown goes
Pretty.
there.
It's so pretty.
Oh, thanks, Elite Pack. Appreciate you. You see the sound effects there I got going on. The White Men Can't Jump movie reference there. That's pretty funny. I like how that sounds. So you see the Only the Best stuff on there. We're going to do a podcast with Only the Best real soon. So that's going to be coming up. What up, though, Tone Corleone? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate Goats Only Gaming as well on the sub. I'm going to simulcast this on Anchor, the Anchor app as well after it airs. We'll have that available for you as kind of a podcast edition here. What up, though, Neezy? Appreciate you, man. Let me make sure I follow Neezy as well. I'm not sure if I do. I do not. There you go, Neezy. What up, though, man? Got that follow for you. So we're going to cover a couple things in a little bit here when the countdown goes. Give everybody an opportunity to get in here. But I hope everybody's having a good morning, early afternoon here. Getting ready for your weekend. Gonna do a little live podcast here to cover just some important info. We're gonna have a stream going as well. I got ESP Flight in the house. They're gonna be running on your screen while I'm talking here, so you don't have to just stare at me. But we're gonna get that simulcast going for you here. And I'm gonna talk about a few things for Season 3 specifics that are very important coming up here for the league. And we're going to have this available, obviously, on archives. So the goal is just to have this for you as content to refer to regarding your questions. That'll be like a FAQ, so to speak, a FAQ, frequently asked questions. So we're going to get it going here in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to go back on mute and give everybody an opportunity to share it if you could. Tell them we're about to discuss some league-specific details regarding Discord, some stuff I want you guys to do as far as following pages. So we're going to cover that stuff. And some changes to our roster protocol that we're going to talk about. Just in case there's any misconceptions about what I talked about in the chat today, we're going to address any questions that you have. And I'll cover all the details of kind of the new policy on the rosters, what we're going to be doing. So appreciate everybody hanging out. That's going to hang out here with us. No question, Elite. Appreciate you. I see all the things that you're doing out there, man. No question. Tone Corleone. Got a great foundation over there going. Appreciate WR Prime as well for all their support. They've been clicking us constantly and showing a lot of support for me and helping me with a platform. And that's going to help SL2K too. We're going to talk about that as well. A lot of stuff going on with WR Prime. Make sure you support them. They're out there having a great season so far in really intense activity and a lot of great ball games. You can check out the YouTube. We're going to cover all those specifics on how you can get the content from around SL2K. We did one of these earlier regarding Season 2, and now we're going to continue that because there's been some changes. So got to make sure we cover the changes here in detail. So another minute or so here, and I'll get going with my bullet points and my topics here. You guys can watch ESP Flight run as well. I think Styles Got the Juice is running with them, so you'll be watching that on the upper left of your screen. That'll be playing for you. Just as something to do while you're listening to me here. And I'll answer any of your questions. If you have any, go ahead and pop in the chat. Just give me a what up, though, and let me know what your question is, and I'll be happy to answer it regarding the league. Because it's been a little quiet, SL2K-wise. Doing our preseason. Getting ready to wrap that up here. And then we're going to get into our matchup-only regular season. Yeah, it's going to be real exciting. Very exciting stuff. We're going to be doing crazy streams. Got a lot of fun content coming for you. You never know what's coming right around the corner. You never know with SL2K. But shout out to Only the Best, though, once again. On your screen there, you see the teasers there of the new podcast that's going to be coming out. We're going to get a few members, actually, of Only the Best Gaming in the booth, and we're going to have them play as well while we talk and stream. That's going to be coming up soon as well. What's going on, Mike King? There's a champ in the building. Finals MVP. What up, though? Everybody make sure to follow Mike King. Very notable player. That's been a quiet team for a championship run there.
Pretty. It's so pretty.
Oh, there you go, man. He's white guy could jump. I hope you like the reference there, man. That was for you. All right, man. 5 seconds, and we'll get into it here. All right, what up, though? I appreciate everybody for joining us for this stream. You see in the upper left corner there of the broadcast, you have ESP Flight, Fly Beyond there. Styles got the juice running with them, so you can take a look at that while the stream is going on here, and we're going to talk about a lot of things going on with the SL2K League. Appreciate you, Neezy, with the follow. Thank you very much. That's going to cover my eyes there, the notification. That's kind of sweet. Makes me look like a superhero or something, the masked man on the stream. All right, anyways, so SL2K Season 3 coming up real soon. 11:30 is the date, Friday. So get your weekend time off submitted to your bosses. Let them know you're taking the weekend off. No questions asked. And that you need to play your SL2K matchups because it's our first ever matchup league. We're doing it matchups only exclusive. You guys saw the rule book. Nothing's changed with that as far as the season format. Private matchmaking is working better. If you haven't heard the news, they kind of snuck in a fix for that, I guess, or something, because teams are matching up privately all over the place. So it's a really exciting time in the community. We've seen our affiliate WR Pro-Am League with huge support for SL2K, and we should support them as well. With their incredible league going on right now, a lot of great games. Make sure you follow their YouTube and their Twitter, WR Pro-Am League there. So we appreciate them. But I want to cover topics regarding SL2K specifically here. So what we're going for with this new kind of format that we covered is a little bit more tightness on the rosters, and we're going to go for a little bit more tightness on the box score submissions. So we're going to have a couple protocols in place for both of those I'm going to talk about here. So first of all, we're going to make sure to do that in Discord, the stat submissions. Let's cover that first, because that's way different than what we did in the past. We obviously put them up on the Twitter team pages. You can still do that, obviously, but I'm not going to check there for them. They're going to be checked for in the Discord specific channel for your console. PS4 will have a version of it, and Xbox will have a box score submission. And I will cover, and I did cover in the Discord chat with the owners. That's available in the Discord, all this information. So you can check there. If you're a team member, make sure your owners are checking this information because it's there for them. All the need to know stuff is in the Discord now. I'm not sharing that stuff on Twitter. That goes to the owners specifically, and the owners need to contact you guys and let you guys know what's going on. That's how it works with our free league. So we're going to keep that moving, and you're going to submit your box scores via the Discord channels, like you've noticed in our SL2K server, and that's how we're going to log the data. Now, the big benefit to you guys that's coming down the pipe here is we're going to have a full web functionality here real soon. I'll answer your guys' questions as you have them in the chat. If you'll just pardon my little brief monologue here. If you're chatting, I'm not going to take a look at that for just a couple of moments here. But for the stat submission protocol, the benefit is going to be this web resource we have. So all you're going to see on these web portals are your player profile pages and your team profile pages and the stats represented. And then we can actually trick out these pages, and we can put media links on them. We can put embedded code on them to have highlights play, stuff like that. So we can do incredible work going in depth with your player profile pages. And this is a free thing for you guys to have. It's going to be an increased benefit for all SL2K members. So it's a huge thing that we're going to have for Season 3. And we appreciate WR and their support of that functionality, and it's all due because of their affiliation. So we really appreciate that, and we need to extend our courtesy to them in the form of follows and support on Twitter, and that's kind of what I wanted to cover here. So for that benefit that you're going to have, these player profile pages and this ability to market yourself better via this web portal, sharing your data, sharing your stats that are going to be accessible there. You can view the other team's stats. You can check out anybody you want now. It's all going to be populated there. One hub, one central resource for all of these things. So it's going to be a big deal for our league, and these new things going down are going to help you guys feature yourselves and have more access to readily available information for the league. So that's why we need you to submit these stats via the Discord server, and make sure you're doing that from this point forward. And the way you're going to label them is going to be just the matchup. Team name versus team name, game 1 or game 2. Remember, we're doing 2 games each. I did cut the schedule down. If you didn't catch that in the Discord, it's going to be 2 only. And then the playoffs, pardon me while I get a beverage here. Just 1 second. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah. So 2 games on the schedule per opponent, and then that's what's going to qualify you to the playoffs. You got to complete that schedule of matchups. So you are able to PMM and do so now, so it's going to be very easy for us to get through a season. We can knock them out. Most certainly, and we'll track all the stats via your web portal, and you're going to submit them via the Discord specific console chat, and that's only going to be for box scores, not for discussion, not for talking about your highlights, not for anything except the box score and the label. That's all I want there, and that's how we're going to operate with the box scores moving forward. So that's one big change that I wanted to cover with the stats. You can still freely submit them on your Twitter. Go ahead. If you want to promote on Twitter your box scores, do so. I'll share them. I'll continue to share them. We'll do all that stuff. That'll help your TER, all that stuff is going to be tracked still. I'm going to do those TER numbers still. All that stuff's going to be the same. But your stats and stuff, that's all going to transfer over to this web portal, and we're going to do that via this Discord operation that we have. So that's one big thing. The other thing was the roster limit. So it used to be 12 for the roster, 12 players for the stats, but I'm going to use a different stat system this year. It's going to be much more streamlined and efficient. So it's going to be catering to you guys as players to be able to see your stats more freely. So I'm going to ask a couple of different things from you guys. Number one, 10 players per roster. That's the quota that you got to fill. And it's free entry for your team. Still free entry. You sign up your 10. I put the Google form in the Discord owners chat for you guys to get signed up. So your owners should be doing that as we speak. That's the priority. Get those forms submitted. You can find that link in the pin messages of the Discord server of SL2K Prime owners chat. If you need that information. And if you don't have access to that as an owner, please reach out to me on Twitter. I'll make sure you get into the Discord if you're not already, because I know there might be a couple of people out there that may not have access to it, or have been left out there for whatever reason, or have been booted and come back, or whatever the case may be. I don't think anybody's been booted recently. We're pretty good right now. But yeah, that's the other thing that I was going to cover was the rosters, the 10 per limit. And then, so we have this website now that all the rosters are going to go to. You're going to have your player pages, like I alluded to. So that's the reason I need you to submit these names. Get the gamer tag in the position. Do a list of your roster. Can be less than 10. If you want it to be less than 10, that's fine. If you don't have 10 players, that's cool. You can do your just 5-person lineup. That's great. If you have 5 players and you're consistent, great. So we're going to also offer changes to those and a grace period. You're going to have a grace period to do any changes that you need to make until the season starts, and even after the season starts, because obviously there's turnover. We know stuff happens. It's a free league. People don't commit. People drop out. So we understand those situations happen, and even a little more so in SL2K Pro-Am specifically. So we know that stuff needs to be addressed in a reasonable way. So we're not going to charge you for every roster change, but there is going to be a charge at some point if it's abused. If you go beyond, we're going to say 3 roster changes in season. After the season starts, you get a grace period of 3, and then after that, it needs to lock in. You need to have your roster locked and no more changes, because it does cost a service to do that. So we're going to ask that as a compromise for these web portal hosting options. So you still have the free content, you still have the free accessibility, free entry to a league, free participation in the league. But abuse of roster changes is something we're going to try to move away from, and we're going to allow for obviously flexibility with the drop players and the non-committed players, or things that just don't work out through a certain point in the season, and then we'll obviously need a cutoff point where those rosters lock in, and that's your team for the season. So that's how we're going to approach it. So we'll talk about that more in specifics, details in the owners chat if you guys have any questions about that. But that was the point I wanted to make about the roster changes. So all that's significant, obviously, and different than we've operated before. You guys kind of had free reign before, like crazy, just roster turnover everywhere. Like every day it was different. The stats were insane, like, because I had to add people and drop people, and your team was different all the time. So we're going to try to move away from that a little bit with obviously the degree of flexibility that helps you guys play games and keep your team active. But all matchups this season, 2 matchups each. No just ranked court games that count for the league. Only matchups in the league. We're going to evaluate activity going into the season, and we're going to determine who's still ready to participate and make any changes that we need. So I'll be looking at that stuff, and the preseason numbers are coming out definitely for sure soon. I'll get those wrapped up and tidied up as we proceed here in the next couple of weeks, leading up to the 30th when we kick off our season. So if anybody has questions about any of the information that I've covered, you can go ahead and drop those questions here, and I can go ahead and answer them as best I can. But those are the changes to SL2K specifically that I wanted to cover regarding our format and rules. I did want to talk about also some stuff regarding what we're going to expect as far as social media interaction. I do appreciate Chen. Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate the swish noise, too. I always like hearing that. Hopefully she can get some swishes later in Pro-Am activity. But let's talk about the follows, where I need you guys to go. This is going to be required of the league. I need everybody to comply with this because this is the least that you can do for a free service such as SL2K, free organized, structured web portal, stat hosting league for you with content, media, videos, all that stuff, the whole nine to get you exposure. So this is all we want you to do. Follow SL2K Live. Make sure you're doing that. This channel, this is the hub for SL2K. This channel you're watching right now, please follow it. This is where all the SL2K content is going to be released from. There's no other main page for SL2K. This is the page for all the league official games and coverage that we have. So also WR Pro-Am Twitch as well. So make sure you follow WR Pro-Am's Twitch page and follow their content because they have great games on all the time. We're going to be doing some great coverage. And also both YouTubes, the SL2K YouTube and the WR YouTube will be populated with videos from our streams daily. So we ask that you cover those pages and those accounts to converge with the leagues and the affiliated leagues that we're working together, WR and SL2K. The other thing I wanted to cover was a free service at Gamer Saloon. We want, and they are very motivated to host tournaments. We wanted to cover that information. They're reaching out to do big hosted tournaments, nonprofit tournaments. So that's a big opportunity for any players that may be interested in cash games later on in the future. When your team grows, you get to do a competitive level. Gamer Saloon is going to be there as a free sign up to offer tournaments. You don't have to play the tournaments if you don't want. You don't have to play the cash games, but signing up there at Gamer Saloon will give you access to those services, and it's a free thing. And they want to reach out to the 2K community right now. They want to do tournaments, so there's less take for the tournament hosts. If we wanted to have a cash tournament at some point ever with WR or anything with SL2K that we wanted to do, maybe an opportunity for a free tournament for SL2K down the road if we all sign up and appropriate ourselves with Gamer Saloon and align ourselves with that as well. So I wanted to have you guys check in there if you don't already have an account. That's a free account you can sign up for at Gamer Saloon. We want to have you guys go and do that so we can see what we can offer you as far as tournaments, because we have the seasons in place. We have the WR season. We have the SL2K season. We got the draft coming down the road for WR, and we're going to have a lot of fun events, most certainly, but we want to get the best quality tournaments for you guys we can. So Gamer Saloon is, we think, an opportunity to do that. So make sure you go sign up. And that's really about it. Make sure you're promoting the tweets, the game of the night, and that's all I really wanted to cover, man. Just the content support is very much appreciated. I appreciate everybody for always tuning into the streams. Dead Now, what up, though, man? Chen with the follow. Appreciate everybody for viewing. I just wanted to have a brief podcast here, kind of ad-lib a little bit and talk about the significant changes that were going on in SL2K Season 3. You guys will have this on the archive as a reference. Looks like ESP Flight is done running. We had the runs on the upper left of your screen there. But there looks like they're wrapping up just like we are. So any questions out there regarding the information we covered? Does everybody understand kind of what we're going for? The 3 accounts you want to follow, obviously the Gamer Saloon account. You want to go and sign up there for free so we can get some tournaments going with Gamer Saloon. You want to follow the Twitch and the YouTube of WR and SL2K. That's all we're asking. That's all we want you to do. And obviously the Twitter. So you guys already follow that. You guys have been doing great with Twitter activity. Pretty amazing. I have no beefs, no complaints. Everybody's active in the league that I can see. I'll be looking at the specific numbers, but I think everybody's doing a great job. I see the content everywhere. I see teams growing. Shout out to Elite Pack. I'll be looking at you guys for a spot for seasons to come for sure. So I see you guys out there, man. You're doing excellent. Let's just keep it moving. Keep the positive momentum building. And I'm out here working for you, man. I'm getting you guys new things. You're gonna have a website now. You're gonna have a free web portal. You want to know your stats? You're gonna go on your page. You're gonna see your stats. You're gonna see your own highlights. You can share your page in the community with scouts, with certain teams. If you want to at the NBA 2K League Pro teams with your page, you can do that and share your achievements with them. So this is all services that we're gonna offer you in SL2K and WR Pro Am moving forward. So I appreciate everybody. Any questions out there? I think everybody's pretty clear. I don't see any questions. So I'm going to drop some emojis. What up, though? Fire, heat check, and SL2K. That's all I got, man. I'm going to allow just a moment or two here for questions, and then I'm going to get up out of your hair, man, and let you guys enjoy your weekend. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. I'm going to keep an eye on the chat for just a moment longer, and then we'll get up out of here, man. I'm glad everybody's clear with the info. So just in summary, once again, Discord box scores. We're going to be setting that up, giving you those links. Google form submission. Get your rosters in. It's due next Friday. Please get those in next Friday, your initial roster form. Free changes allowed. No question about that. We will be flexible with that in the season as well. But there will be an eventual cutoff point for those free changes to your roster. Please keep it to 10 players. You will have a website for your stats. You will have a website for your player pages. Please follow the Twitch, YouTube, SL2K, WR, and go sign up at Gamer Saloon because we want to do tournaments. Let's get it hype. All right, Joe. This is Prophecy. I'm signing out, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to be back on my own personal page later doing some Night Owls runs. Hoot hoot. What up, though?